Good day. We welcome you to our weekly devotional vlog, where we continue our series on the daily lectionary in the Gospel of Mark. We're in the 5th week of Lent, and this is the appointed reading for Monday, the Gospel reading, which is Mark 14, verses 32 to 41. Mark 14, 32 to 41, or 42. They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death," he said to them. "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible the hour might pass from him. "Abba, Father," he said, "everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will." Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. "Simon," he said to Peter, "are you asleep? Could you not keep watch for 1 hour? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak." Once more, he went away and prayed the same thing. When he came back, he again found them sleeping because their eyes were heavy. They did not know what to say to him. Returning the third time, he said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough, the hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer." This is an incredibly helpful text for us this morning, or this afternoon, whenever it is that you listen to this vlog. We get an insight into the life of Jesus and something that could be a pattern for us in our lives. Jesus knows he's approaching a very difficult task in that he's going to give his very life for the sins of the world. And what we want to ask ourselves is, what does Jesus do before such a significant moment in his life as this? And what we see is Jesus is praying. He's seeking the Lord. He's probably fasted a little bit, just in terms of preparing himself to get ready for what lies ahead for him. He's invited his closest disciples, and then a few of those out of the disciples, to go a little bit farther with him into the garden, and to let them all know that we ought to be praying for the days ahead so that we don't fall into temptation. And I imagine the temptation, if there was one for Jesus in this instance, is to, of course, abandon his Father's will and not suffer the death that he's going to suffer. But what we see in Jesus' prayer and preparation is that he desires to do nothing but the Father's will, even if that is difficult. And so I guess as I would walk away from this as just an average guy like I am, and think, okay, for the moments in my life that are going to be challenging, difficult, or where I might face temptation, it's good to maybe be in prayer and preparation and seek the Lord to be in his word, to ask others to pray for me as I get ready to embark on this challenge, and to pray and ask others to pray that whatever it is, that I might remain faithful to God's will, and that I might live according to that, even when it's difficult. So think about that, men. Think about the challenges that you have ahead of you, and entering into prayer and the Word, and inviting others to be in prayer for you, that you might live in accordance with God's will for your life. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time.